Now working from your own private studio in LA, what does your ideal production day look like? How is your space set up to facilitate creativity and efficiency?
That's a great question. Honestly, I'm gonna start backwards because I'm gonna say the one of the most important things if you want to keep doing things consistently every single day, you want to be creative. Every single day, you're gonna be writer's block.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, you're gonna be beat block. Every day, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be video block. So if you're gonna put yourself in that position, you gotta have an environment that it's conducive to that. And the way I found, for example, in my world, to have that happen is that everything that is in my studio is always running at all times.
Mm.
I don't have to be, if I have a microphone right there, that microphone is hot. And if I just hit record and Pro Tools is
It's
recording,
going, yeah.
I'm not thinking. My synths are plugged in. The second I'm playing something in my synth, even though I have it like going in the speaker, it's already going to my preamps.
Yeah.
And the second I hit record and Pro Tools is recording. So everything is waiting for me to have that moment. I keep telling myself, like, most of my ideas come when I'm like doing the dishes in the morning.
Yeah, I
you
know.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
like
You're not
making
even doing the
breakfast.
thing. You're
Yes.
just like you're lifing.
Exactly. I'm just like living life, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden I get this great hook in my head. And so having just a space that you can just like go in, and the space is gonna get away from you, and you're just gonna do your job. That's the importance of having a great template. For example, I'm not gonna be looking for a right snare drum at that moment. You know, I have a few drum sets that I already know that this kick work with that snare. If it's this kind of song, I'm gonna use this or that. You know what I mean? All these things, you automate them with time, and you do them often. Like you keep rechanging your templates because now you have a better bass sound. Now you have a better setup. You start doing things in parallel to make sure that everything that you do is repeatable, no matter where that source comes from. If you're mixing your own song or if you're mixing somebody else's song. So the importance of having a setup that is conducive for you to be creative and achieve every single time that you sit down, it's understated.
Mm-hmm.
That is, in my opinion, the single most important thing that you can ever have. And that doesn't mean that you need to have a super elaborate studio.
Right.
Nowadays, probably the best way would just have a laptop,
Right.
you know, and maybe like a keyboard controller if you play keyboard or something, but so just some sort of interface that you can talk to the computer so the computer can do your thoughts.
Right.
Because the second you start adding all this environment are more complications.
For sure.
Right. It's then you start investing time and just having the setup work.
Right.
But the idea is that you gotta sit down and be able to work at 100 miles an hour instantly.
Yeah.
Right? And that is it. Now, to go back to the beginning of the question, what is my regular day looking like instead of what would my preferred day would look like?
Yeah.
My regular day, man, right now I have 2 young kids.
Yeah.
So for the past few years, it has been a lot of taking care of them and
For
just
sure,
hanging
for sure.
out with them, enjoying this beautiful golden years that
Yeah.
they have. They're never gonna come back, where they still love me and they still don't know who I am.
Yeah.
And it's funny just like watching them grow and realize who I am, and watch me play certain things and then hear stuff recorded and be like, Dad, you did that? Wow. Like, sounds like that. It sounds
Yeah,
like
it's
this
cool.
and that, or like they hear stuff on the radio or they watch a video. So it's great. So my day starts by taking care of them as much as I need to, as much as I can. Right around maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon is when I start really getting creative
Yeah.
and getting my stuff done. That's when I'm probably gonna try to do. I'm not doing admin at that point. I'm gonna try to do all my admin in the first half of the day. Like, let's say if I have to reply to some emails, if there's like somebody that's trying to, like right now that I'm doing a lot of videos on YouTube, there's like companies like trying to reach out to me,
Yeah.
like send me their product, and I have to coordinate sending my address and like
Right.
make sure that I agree with the terms, because sometimes they
Right.
want to like put you in a corner.
Right.
So all these kind of things I'm gonna try to get rid of by 2 o'clock. So that at 2 o'clock I come in, I turn these lights in the studio, I turn Pro Tools on, and I turn Final Cut, whatever it is that I decide to do, and I'm gonna be going.
Yeah, you're in.
And I'm not gonna stop for like 2-3 hours. And that's gonna be like little short bursts of creativity from like maybe like I try to do it like 15 to 20 minutes where I'm like, I have an idea, I pursue it. Is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no? Next idea.
Yeah.
Or I pursue it and I just go crazy and I finish. For example, I just finished doing a song where I'm trying to do a cover for a great artist called Bonnie McKee, who I admire. And what was the problem? That I'm doing it for myself as an artist, so I have no boss. I have no genre. I can do whatever I want. And so I decided, okay, I did like a deep house version. Then I did like a nu metal version. Then I did like the version that I finally decided. So, you know, you're going to spend a little bit of time on each idea and make sure that you want to do that or not want to do that. But when the idea that you want comes, I work on it for a little while and then I disconnect completely.
Yeah.
let's say around around 5, 6 in the afternoon, I go hang out with my kids, take them to the pool, do whatever it is, have
Yeah.
dinner, hang out with my wife,
Yeah.
take care of my family life, call my mom, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then I come back at night because I'm a night owl. I work all night long, every
Yeah.
night of my life. And that's when I'm like, okay, now I got the idea, I got the spark, I started it already. Now I've been off the chain for the chain for the past couple hours because I just want to go finish. So my days are always looking like a setup, right? I'm always setting myself up for success. Even though it's like I'm putting booby traps, like, okay, I already start this beat, I'm already liking it. Oh, now I'm thinking about it. Now I just can't wait to go back and work on it. Instead of like, okay, I'm gonna sit down. What do I have to do? At 7 p.m. or whatever. No, that's starting your day defeated. So for all the people out there that have a job,
For sure.
like a lot of people doing music have a day job. Like you have a day job, I have a day job. We all have day jobs. That's what I'm saying. And while you're doing your day job, and in my case, maybe it's music, but it's still a day job, right?
Yeah.
Because I still want to go home and do my own project at the end of the day, right? But when you have that job that you have to always fulfill, don't be afraid of just staying up all night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's literally where I'm at now with it. I have to get edits done. It's like I'm literally falling asleep on the computer. Like that's the only way it's gonna get done.
That's right.
It's just the only way it's gonna get done. I'm a little more lucky now with like the day situation not being as long as it used to be. So it's a little more like I can finish that off like fairly early, or maybe like afternoonish, and then start to get to work. So it's not like a super late day. Because sometimes just going all the way late, it just I'll like open stuff back up and I'm like, what was
they say a
thinking
great
about
day
this?
starts the night before.
Exactly. And in preparation, that's also what I've been doing recently is I've been pushing through some moments where I don't want to be on the computer, and I'll push through of just like, all right, let's just get it done. Maybe this isn't like my main focus. It was more like client work that I had to get done, but it was like also podcast stuff. And I'm like, let me just do some, client work got done. Let's attack some of the podcast stuff, get some of the clips ready for next week or whatever, just so that when I do have like the big free day, which is like a Saturday, Sunday, weekends, weekends usually are my free days. You could just attack one thing that you need to, like really hard or just do whatever. So that's another thing I've been doing recently of like just staying like real diligent on just, you don't want to do it, but you have to. You should.
That is, I love that
you got to dig deep in your soul.
I love that
you got to sit in front of that computer, dig very deep into your soul and just go to work. Go to work.
Just go. I love when you said that the other day too, in like one of those videos that we did for NAM. You told me, it's here, it's hard, but we're working.
Oh yeah, that was
and
NAM,
we just keep working.
Promo,
we're just gonna keep working, and that is true. You just have to keep working. Nobody wants. I'm telling you, everybody wants to be at the beach, hanging out, just relaxing. Nobody wants to be doing the hard work. But you have to do it. Everybody is doing it. I haven't met one successful person that is not the biggest grinder I've ever met in my life. And that's the beauty of surrounding yourself with great achievers. That you break this. For example, if you're in your bedroom right now, working in your laptop in FL Studio, and you feel like it's okay that your beat sounds a little bit shoddy because you're just doing it in your bedroom in FL Studio. Let me tell you, Murda Beats, Mike Dean, everybody else, me included, we are all just little guys in their studio with their laptop. So you better wake up from that dream and beat everybody with your laptop, which is what everybody's doing.
Exactly.
There's not a crutch. It's like, oh, I only have a laptop.
Everyone's working on laptops.
Everybody's got a laptop.
End of story.
That's it.
That's it for you guys.